Well, here we are. We've made it to the 50th video here on Week's Scoring Report. So, it's been nice. We've come a long way. All right. Well, it's not really about a celebration right now. Maybe that's for the future, but this is about an NFL update. So, just gonna kick it off with so Nickel City. That's a new uniform that the Bills just dropped, and I'd love to hear what you guys have to think of it, because personally, I hate that uniform. I don't use the word hate um, very freely, but I hate gray on gray uniforms. The helmet's alright, and I'd like to see it on other uniforms, but the gray on gray, it's just horrendous. And I don't think any team's ever been able to pull off a gray and gray. And if you think otherwise, you can tell me, and I'll look into it. But it's just never a good combination. Maybe it'll look better in game than what they've shown, but that looks bad from so far. Just moving on from that to get to other news. Vita Vea, the Buccaneers defensive player, one of the best defensive tackles I think in the league. He's requested a trade. So the negotiation talks with Tampa, it stopped apparently and just stalled out a bit, and that seems to be a recurring thing with most elite Tampa players. So he's requested a trade, which is massive as a Bucks fan, but as kind of this analyst guy, I am excited to see what this does with the league. Um, I think nearly about every team that doesn't have a good defensive tackle would be interested in getting him because he's definitely a step up from most defensive tackles in the league right now, and it'd be huge to get someone like him. I could see him going places like Las Vegas, LA, either LA teams, Washington. I don't know. He could go a lot of places. Hopefully, like the Rams don't get him because that would build a super team, and they've already built one. Um, but they go into the next thing, so a little bit deals and signings. So Jacoby Brissett, he only got one win with the Cardinals, I believe, last year, but he played pretty solid, and I do think I like him a little bit more than most people do. I respect what he was able to do last season with a Bucks team that didn't have any real stars other than McBride on offense. So he did the best he could, and he definitely scored a few points. So he got a $15 million contract, I believe, with it going up to 21 million. So that's pretty huge for the guy. I do like the guy, but I don't know if he deserves all that money. I'm not really big with NFL contracts. I don't know if they should be that high. I don't know if I'm against it or not. But moving on to Ty Simpson. So Ty Simpson was officially the last signed rookie in the first round. So the 32nd, the last, even though he was the 13th overall pick in the draft. And I do believe it's because Sean McVay did not want him at all to begin with. Because, the Rams are in win now mode. They're getting all these guys, and you get your first round pick. They never have first round picks. And with the 13th overall pick, you take this guy. Like, what was the point in getting a backup QB, building for the future when you're trying to win another Super Bowl? And you could have got guys like Mekhi Lemon or Sean Stribling or whatever his name is. It was just a big blunder, I would say, for the Rams. I do believe that Sean McVay is not a big fan of it, and I think that's why it took so long to get him. I do believe that's it. Just wanted to end off with just prayers out for Kyle Shanahan. Hopefully, he makes a full recovery. It looked good, and I believe on June 14th he got in a major car crash. So I do think everyone's already heard that this happened, but I wanted to say it. I wanted to say that I want him to be all right because I'm not a 49ers fan. I do not like the 49ers, but obviously I want the health of everybody in this league to be top tier. I want everyone to be okay. And a guy like Kyle Shanahan, he deserves immense respect from the community. So hopefully he makes a full recovery. I do I do know that his role in training camp will be limited to a few hours a day, which is the right thing to do for the 49ers. I do believe he broke multiple ribs and he injured his hand. And I heard news that he nearly lost his eyeball. So that's pretty bad. Hopefully he makes a full recovery because he's one of the best head coaches in the league right now, and it'd be a shame to make him retire or anything. All right, but that's gonna do it, the 50th video. So prayers out for Shanahan. Just want to see what you guys think of all the stuff like the Nickel City uniforms, if Brissett deserved the deal, where you think Vay is gonna go, all that. That's just signing off here on Week's Goal Line Report, episode 50, or video 50, whatever you want to call it.